Bliss is in you. So, what you want in life is not things. It's not to meet people, to have friends. It's not money. It's not health. It's not living on an awesome planet or living in an awesome city. It's not having a lot of subscribers. It's not being creative. It's actually nothing physical, nothing material. The only thing that you want is bliss, is positive emotions. And they are the reason why you're chasing or you're trying to achieve all the external stuff. And like that bliss or that like positive emotion that you're looking for, it's already in you. You've already like access to it. And in my life, I almost like really 99% of the time, more than that, I don't feel it. But sometimes I just have like a glimpse of something, of a positive emotion that's beyond everything. I don't know why. And I just had it just before like taking my phone and starting this video. And like my life kind of has always been hard, and I've always been through hard times. And emotionally speaking, I've always struggled. And even though I progress and all and I change, it feels like I've always emotionally struggled and still do right now. Like I'm still in a phase in my life that's pretty tough. But like the only reason why it is tough is because of the emotions I choose to feel right now. And I don't consciously choose everything that I'm feeling. But nonetheless, I am choosing to hold on to the emotions that I feel right now. And so if you want to feel like the bliss that's actually, it's not out there, it's inside of you, and you've got access to it. For example, if you act like, or if you think in your mind, just like, how would it feel? Just how would it feel if I had everything that I truly want? And the thing is, you might be like, fuck, I don't want anything. Like, everything sucks. I feel like shit. I don't want anything. But that's not true. That's not possible, because if you feel like shit, there's a reason. And so if you feel like shit, what you want is not to feel like shit anymore. And so that's what you want. And if you feel like shit, actually, there has to be something that you want. Because if there was nothing that you wanted, you wouldn't feel like shit. You would feel pretty alright. The only reason why you feel like shit is because right now you don't have something that you believe that you have to like have in order to like not feel that shitty feeling anymore. So I always used to think, I don't want anything. That's not true. I just don't know what I want right now. I still have no idea what I want. In the morning right now, I try to visualize for 15 minutes and like basically the life I want to have. And it's kind of tough. Like I don't feel crazy emotions, and I'm just exploring like visualization, how it works and what it does to me. Like not in a needy way. Just I'm not trying to attract anything. I'm just trying to find out what excites me. And there is something. There is something I know. I just don't know like what it is beside that bliss that I want, right? And so the goal, I believe, is like that bliss. You have it, okay? Try to like just imagine for a second how you would feel if you didn't feel shitty right now, and if you had what you wanted. And even if you were, for example, somebody else, if you don't like who you are right now. So it's that parallel reality where you're already completely changed. You're completely changed. Like you have everything you want. And not just like stuff you want, but you are who you want to be. Or you feel how you want to be. Like try everything in your mind. Try to make like everything possible and try to like feel how it would feel. And this requires practice. And even if I practice that like all the time, I never feel that bliss. But sometimes I really feel like, man, okay, I just felt this like, it's a little bit like a thunder, how do you say, kind of like a small shock in my body. And I'm like, oh, this is what I'm looking for. I just don't know where it is. I don't know how to like grab it. And I don't know like how to like, how to have that, basically, that bliss. But the only thing I want to say, and I'm trying to make a short video this time, it's like everything you're looking for is that bliss, and it's already in you. The goal is to realize that, and not necessarily to feel that all the time, but at least to realize that you have the power to like feel that you there's nothing that you don't control that's between you and happiness. Nothing. That said, there's a lot of stuff between you and happiness, probably, but you control it. You're in 100% control. And so for me, I see it like the only thing between me and that bliss is lack of clarity in my mind, lack of experience in life, lack of practice, and all the negative emotions that I subconsciously and consciously choose to hold on to in my body right now. And I let go of them in every moment. Every moment you've got the choice to let go of a negative emotion. The problem is, like, we think sometimes that we don't want to feel the negative emotion that we are feeling right now, but the mere fact that you're feeling a negative emotion proves that you're actually choosing it. And the reason why, and that's also like kind of a mindfuck, is like in every negative emotion, there's something positive and there's a perceived benefit. And that's why you choose to feel the same negative emotions over and over and over and over again. It's because there is something there for you in those negative emotions. And it's a trick. It's kind of a trap, actually, because in the long run, negative emotion is never going to make you happy. But in the short run, a negative emotion can make you happy. And the reason why is like, you can see that for any negative emotion. Jealousy, for example. Like jealousy, it's a terrible emotion. But when you feel it, like, at least it gives you that sense of, maybe I'm better than that person I'm jealous of. Or maybe like, I'm going to get that thing. Because like, somehow that's what you think. For example, if you have anger towards someone, which I do have a lot of anger in myself, and I'm gonna let go of that when, like, step by step. What anger gives me, I know, is it makes me feel safe. And I come from a lot of lower emotions than anger, which are shame, guilt, fear, you know, like unworthiness and all that shitty stuff. Like, that's worse than anger. Anger is pretty cool when you've been like a fearful person your whole life. And that's why there's nothing bad in any emotion at all. The goal is to go up, climb up the ladder of emotion without holding on too long on a particular emotion. And so what anger like gives me, I feel like, is like it makes me safe. And it makes me feel like I'm the one who's right and everyone else in my life, they're the one who are wrong and they're trying to put me down and I'm gonna just fuck them. But you see, the problem is like, that's not even true. First off, anger doesn't make me safer. That's not true. It's just like the feeling. And the second is, I'm not right at all. Other people who are making me feel bad, they're actually just the universe around me, which is another part of me that's training me And that's kind of like punching me so that I can realize that I am wrong, that I hold wrong perspectives, that I have wrong beliefs, and that I can let go of these negative emotions because they are brought up to my awareness. And then I'm like, oh, now I see what I had in me and I can choose to drop it. That's what's happening. And that's how I let go of anger. So bliss is in you. Everything you want, it's in you. And try to understand like what's between you and that bliss, and how you can like get to that bliss inside of you through pictures, you know, through visualization and all that stuff, and through letting go of all the stuff that's like veiling that bliss. But it's definitely there, I'm sure. Thanks for listening.